In continuing with this review, I will now discuss the Windows 10 upgrade and installation and discuss how easy or difficult that was. And we'll go through a little bit of Windows 10 and then I'll talk comparatively about Windows 8 versus Windows 10. The installation and upgrade process was pretty seamless, to be honest with you. The download actually is going to primarily depend on what type of internet connection you actually have. For me, it took maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, but that's also because I have my laptop just fall asleep like every 10 minutes. The other part of it was the installation. I really didn't have to do anything. The installation was seamless. It rebooted itself and then brought me to this new desktop page, which we're looking at currently. Overall, it was just very, very simple and very easy. And when I was actually notified of Windows 10, there was a pop-up that appeared here in the middle of the screen that let me know that I could download and install Windows 10 if I liked. Alternately, I know that it could have appeared here in the taskbar as a Windows icon, and it could have been downloaded and installed from there. Overall, the upgrade process was very seamless. I didn't really have to do anything. I didn't have to monitor anything. When it was completed, the laptop rebooted itself and Windows 10 was basically ready to go. So welcome to the new Windows 10. Finally here. So this is what the new Windows 10 looks like. Right out of the gate, you can tell there are a lot more icons down here at the bottom. And they actually changed a couple of different ways that the icons actually show. Traditionally, just for something different. The battery always points up. Here it's laying on its side. We have different kind of icons here. Just a little redesign of the icons, basically is what I'm trying to say. After the upgrade, I actually received this that popped up on my machine that asked me about my satisfaction with the experience of upgrading. I'll definitely be filling that out because feedback is always valuable to a company. So if you actually get one, please do take the time to fill it out for Microsoft. The other things I wanted to point out, here we have this PC. These are all things that just appeared on the taskbar, which is different from Windows 8. Just mouse over these. Here's the control panel. This one is pictures. This one is my documents. Here's the Microsoft Store. And File Explorer. I don't think I've seen File Explorer in this particular way for quite some time now. Here's the new Internet Explorer. And then we have Task View. The other thing is before you actually activate your new assistant that's called Cortana, here it will show as a search bar that's just prominently here off to the left. And we'll talk about Cortana a little bit later. I'll demonstrate kind of how she works. And basically the only thing that you would need to do with Cortana is activate your microphone if you haven't already done so. So then it turns from a search bar that says ask me anything, and then when you click here on the microphone part, she begins to listen to your needs and then responds accordingly. Okay, so what's new in Windows 10? We showed you some redesign of icons. We showed you the taskbar down below. It's got a lot of new little things there that popped up, more at your fingertips than Windows 8. The start menu, yes, our favorite piece that we all begin with when we open up our laptop, right? In Windows 7, if you recall Windows Vista, and I think every previous version of Windows, the start menu went up the left-hand side. And Windows 8, the start menu expanded onto your screen, and you could customize the start menu to your heart's content. Windows 10, I could still click on it with my finger. I can click on it with my mouse, so none of that functionality has really changed. So now we have an expanded start menu. We have the live tiles here off to the left. We have other things off to your fingertips that were pinned here as the most used. We have File Explorer settings. Your power is back here for ease on the left-hand side. And here are all of your applications. If you really liked the customization of the Windows 8 environment, we could still do all of the same things to these tiles. We can unpin from start, we can pin to start from any of the applications that are here. All you have to do is look for the application that you would like, and then you just pin those to the start menu. You could still resize any of the tiles. You can turn the tiles on and off or pin them to the taskbar. Additionally, if you really like it wide, as soon as that, see how that cursor turns to that wide arrow? I'm just clicking and I'm just dragging. Still have the functionality here of the scrolling because we still have the touch capabilities, and then I'm just dragging all the way. I can also scroll with my mouse, whatever preference I have. To me, putting the start menu back to the left-hand side is familiar, and it's kind of the best of both worlds in my opinion. I think that having a start menu that's dynamic, that I can have things that I regularly use, it's fun, it's interesting, it has live feeds from websites. You can see the tiles are completely updating constantly. Some of the applications may have even changed. For example, I'm going to open up the one for weather. I believe that we looked at it in Windows 8 actually, and it was pretty extensive. You scrolled to the right and the pages kind of went on and on with the history, with the hourly weather, etc. Now it's a little bit more compact. It gives you the information that you need right away. For example, in Philadelphia, I can see where the weather is headed for the next, several days. This is where I can click and get a little bit more information. Now I can see the history. Now I can add places if I would like to. So I don't know how much across the board this is with the applications, but I know that at least for the weather application, it's a lot more condensed, has information that is considered important right away, and then you can use the sidebar of that application to find more in-depth information as we were just viewing.